She's making some sort of joke about something with her passing where she had to wear wigs. Of course, when I hear that, I'm thinking, oh, it must be cancer.
I've been waiting for this interview. Thomas John, welcome to DBL. First off, before we dive in, I just want you to describe in your own terms what a psychic medium is and what they're capable of.
A psychic medium is somebody that is able to connect with loved ones on the other side, and they do that through their psychic abilities. They also may give you guidance about your past, present, or future.
Wow. That's a good person to have as a friend. I hope you'll be mine after this interview. So you have an amazing track record of making correct predictions about celebrity splits and major events. So I want to know, what have you predicted so far in the nightmare that is 2020? Did you at all see the coronavirus coming?
Well, actually, it's interesting. I do a whole prediction event in the month of January every year. And I had predicted that March and April and May were going to be very difficult months. I had kind of explained certain things. I didn't necessarily say, the coronavirus, but there's an energetic shift, and there's these times in our history in our life where a big shift happens. And sometimes it does require us to go through some of these difficult things, but a lot of times it brings us to a higher place. So that's the way I look at it.
Not only can you predict the future, but you can communicate with the dead. And I wanted to know, do you always see them? And I'm somewhat empathic, and I say that very humbly, but is it tiresome to always have them around, or can you turn it off?
It's not really tiresome. I mean, it's sort of just a kind of a part of how my mind works.
Yeah.
I feel in sense spirit quite a bit.
I mean, is it hard to get lonely? Because you kind of always have people around you. Is that comforting?
I always have friends, yeah. I find it very comforting. I always kind of joke and say, dead people are not scary, living people are scary. I like the connection with the spirit world. I love being able to bridge that for people and connect with people like that.
Yeah, it's so healing when you do. I want to know if any notable people shown up to you to talk to you that you've been really sort of surprised or shocked by.
Oh yeah, I've had Lucille Ball, Michael Jackson has come through several times. And a lot of times those are people, they come through because of a specific reason. So they don't just, show up in somebody random's reading. I did a reading once she was a client of mine for many years, and she was a professional singer, but she had no connection to Judy Garland. And Judy Garland came through to her and gave her some singing advice, which was interesting.
Wow. I'm just gonna show up and give you some advice. That's unbelievable. How insane is that? How do you give people closure and the Thomas John experience?
There's a feeling of just, he died doing what he loved, Tim. I can't.
When I bring a message through, it's more than, oh, your Grandma Rose is here. Oh, your Grandma Evelyn's here. Oh, this person's here. It's more about, this person is here, and here's a message that they can give you to help you or guide you. And a lot of times I think that is something that's really important.
My grandmother's name was Evelyn, and her mother was named Rose. So thank you for doing that. Well, you're insane.
Oh, wow.
And my Hebrew name is Shoshana, which means rose. So very strange. And
wow.
Amazing.
They just showed up.
Yeah, and Evelyn is very important to me. She is the comic, and she is my grandmother, and I took after her the most. So I really appreciate that. Thomas John, make him a day. Thank you so much for chatting with us, sir. We will be right back. Thanks again, Thomas.
Okay, thanks, honey.